Olivier, I need to know I need I guess an email address. I was trying to go ahead and get it printed out over here. I've got a legal demand that I need to serve on this jail on the sheriff's department. Um, so I guess if I can get an email address so I can send that right now, and I can go ahead and get.
I don't know, like, right offhand, what the email address would be. So, to be honest with you, like I said, I want to be honest, and I really don't know what it is.
All right. Well, can you figure it out then?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Only thing I could probably tell you would probably come back like 3 days when the office is open, and they could get you like an email or something, you know what I'm saying? To get where you could send an email out.
Because y'all fucked up whenever y'all did what y'all did to me. You know that, right? Y'all fucked up bad. I mean, you knew that night whenever you took me over here, you knew you were doing wrong. You knew you were booking me into this jail on no charge. That was kidnapping. And I explained that to you. You brought me here. There was no charge when y'all booked me into the jail. How do you justify booking a free citizen into jail, into a cage, and then on top of that, the torture that I went through? I don't know if you recall. I'm sure you recall because you know how painful it was. You know how I was screaming because I was literally toted by the chain of my handcuffs with it ratcheted down as just about as tight as y'all could ratchet it down. You know y'all fucked up, and I'm holding y'all to account.
I can't really talk right now because I gotta get home. So,
well, I sure wish I could have gone home whenever y'all played the fucking stupid ass games that y'all played. That shit's not cool at all. How would you like to get locked into a cage on something, not even getting charged? But because you wear a uniform, it's all right. You can get away with it. You motherfuckers need to start watching what the fuck you do. Hold on a second. This thing is like backwards. I need to mirror my camera. There we go. Much better. Much better. That's the piece of shit right there that took me over here and locked me in a cage on hold for the U.S. Marshals with no fucking charge. These bitches think they're holier than thou. Yeah, he is a fucking coward. Excuse my language. I've been honestly wanting to work on that shit, and of all the people to walk out of here, that motherfucker. So I'm trying to find a way that I can digitally serve some papers on these people here at the jail. I was in a rush to get down here Friday, hit a lot of traffic, and go figure, this this jail is in bumfucked Egypt. There's no print shop, there's no library, nothing. So I've got the digital copy that I would like to electronically serve and mark it that they received it. And so, since the office is closed and there's a sign that says go around to the side of the jail entrance, and there's no jail entrance on the side, I figure the only other way that I can actually talk to somebody to actually get that address is to stand out here on a public sidewalk, because we know how tyrants love to come out for a guy with a camera on a public sidewalk. So somebody will come out and I'll get to ask my questions. No, I don't think it was the other side, but I'll go around there. No, there ain't no other side. It's just it's just plain brick wall, and there is no front. I want to confront some more deputies because that was some bullshit. They know what they did. They know they were wrong, and they know that I'm holding them to account. You don't do shit like that to a man and just think he's going to back down and you're going to get away with it. Hell no. This is St. Martin Parish, Louisiana. It's in St. Martinville. This is the most evil of places that I've been to. I mean, it is just stricken with evil. These people laugh at constitutional rights being completely denied. They laugh at torture. Hey, I need a email address to send a legal document to. I need an email address of somebody in booking that I can send a legal demand to. Well, I think it's pretty shitty that they closed the fucking office down at noon on Friday. Who does that? Wow. It's ridiculous. But they have no problem leaving the jail open 24/7 and booking people in here on no charges, right? Yeah, I know they don't. Because I can attest to it. Can I what? I'm on a fucking sidewalk. I'm not trying to be nice. Because you know what? Y'all tortured me. And I'm holding y'all to account. You tortured me. Yes. I was booked in here on no charge. I was kidnapped. And then I was tortured. I had the handcuffs that were locked down. Literally, I mean, I could feel my bones grinding. And I was intentionally ripped out of the van because I wasn't gonna participate in my own kidnapping. And I was carried by the chain of the handcuffs into booking. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's your answer? Uh-huh. Like that's a normal fucking thing? You goddamn right I've got a complaint. You're dismissed. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's on the YouTube channel. What? I'm on a public sidewalk. No, I'm on a public sidewalk. This is a public sidewalk. This is a public sidewalk. They charged so I was booked into jail August 25th after getting discharged from the hospital after the US Marshals viciously attacked me, broke my camera gear over me, tortured me back at the back of the federal courthouse in the holding cell, and then took me. Well, I demanded to go to the hospital. When I was discharged from the hospital, when I was discharged from the hospital, they passed me off to Olivier, Deputy Olivier, who was the guy that I confronted when I first got here. I asked Olivier what charge I was being booked on. His answer was he didn't have a charge, just a hold for the U.S. Marshals. I told him that he better get a supervisor because transporting me, a free man, to a jail with no charge is kidnapping. I told him that if he continued and went to the jail, that his qualified immunity would be stripped because there's absolutely no gray area right there. He did it anyways. He wanted me to participate in my own kidnapping. I refused to. I went limp. They had the handcuffs ratcheted down so tight on my wrist I could feel my bones grinding. And then they came out and they lifted me up by the chain of the handcuffs. I was screaming in pain. Talk about pain. That's another kind of pain. That's straight up torture. To be carried by the bones in your wrist by metal handcuffs. I was thrown into the smallest, most rancid cell that they had. It had a hole in the floor where people pissed and shit. No mattress. Torn blanket. Probably 40 40-something degrees inside of the cell. I'm curious, do they have any good cops in here? I mean, there's not really such a thing as a good cop. But and this podunk hillbilly, oh yeah, hey, for the who was the guy that was on here that just asked that it Zanron Streets. You asked what happened as far as the arrest. The best thing I can do for you right now is play this song that I wrote called Operation Silence the Press, and you get to see what the U.S. Marshals did. Okay, they ran they put out bolos on me, circulated pictures. I got this information through a FOIA request, so I protested the U.S. Marshals outside of the federal courthouse. I held Happy National Fuck the U.S. Marshals Day. And this is what happened.
Operation Silence the Press.
So you're tuning in live for National Fuck the U.S. Marshals Day. We the People News.
Kidnapped quick, no warmer, no case. Camera smashed out, tripod in my face. First Amendment written, they erased, but the court said Cohen already placed. Hey! Operation Silence the Press, they plotted, they guessed, but the truth don't rest. It beats in my chest from Cohen and Cali to Lafayette stress. Rights don't vanish cause the marshals press. Broke my gear, try to kill my breath. Shackle me cold, start me near death, but the voice survives and I stand confessed. I expose what they fear. Silence the press. August 25th, courthouse stone. Sign in my hands, I stood alone. Words from the past, Cohen's tone. Fuck the marshals, carved in bone. Hated news and badge with a snarl. Threatened my cam, said seize it all. I stepped back slow, obeyed the call. Then he lung slam hard, I fall. Tripod cracked, my gimbal broke. Camera crushed and the government choked. First Amendment, bled in the smoke, but the record stands. I spoke. Operation Silence the Press, they plotted, they guessed, but the truth don't rest. It beats in my chest from Cohen and Cali to Lafayette stress. Rights don't vanish cause the marshals press. Broke my gear, trying to kill my breath. Shackle me cold, start me near death, but the voice survives and I stand confessed. I expose what they fear. Silence the press. Dragged to a cell, chest punched tight, couldn't breathe deep, heart raced all night, knock his arm back just to fight for air. Now he screams assault while I'm gasping there. I take slow, no sirens near, paramedics mock, no mercy here. Hospital cold, the truth unclear, delay in the jail, they jeered. Pastor Olivier cuff cut bone, I asked what's the charge, he had none shown, just a hole for the feds, my rights dethroned, that's kidnapping law in a danger zone. 40 pages black, lies in disguise, I forget, hit the scheme, but the scars don't lie. Laugh all you want, but the tape don't die. Operation failed, truth multiplies. Jailhouse freezing, blanket torn, no food served, constitution scorned, wrist bones twisted, pain reborn, but the fight lit brighter in the darkest storm. This ain't 30 days, this is principle strong. 54 years, the court said wrong. One man's lyric, another man's song, and I spit that truth in a world gone wrong. Cross they plots, they stitch and weave. Oxford to Galveston, tricks deceive, but you can't erase what the people believe. The first don't fade when the lions grieve. Operation Silence the Press, they plotted, they guessed, but the truth don't rest. It beats in my chest from Cohen and Cali to Lafayette stress. Rights don't vanish cause the marshals press. Broke my gear, tried to kill my breath. Shackle me cold, start me near death, but the voice survives and I stand confessed. I expose what they fear. Silence the press.
Operation Silence the Press.
Yeah. That's Operation Silence the Press. That is off of the upcoming Bad Actors Volume 2 album. The original Bad Actors Volume 1 is done. 15 tracks. I wrote all 15. And you can listen to the Bad Actors album. It's not even for sale. It's for distribution for free. Okay? That's how bad these people pissed me off. I took the time to write an album just to release it for free. Just to mark these people with music. Put testimony in flame and in bars. But go to WTPnews.org. www.wtpnews.org. In fact, let me give you a better link. If you go to go to my link tree, linktr.ee/WTP News. All important links are on that. My websites, my album, my important articles, evidence, donation links. Can't forget that. I've got a new video I'm going to be releasing here shortly. I had a exclusive one-on-one interview with the chief of police for Iowa, Louisiana. It's actually, they pronounce it Iway. It's the only city that I've ever been to, and as far as I know, it's the only city in America that has a state's name is spelled the same as a state for a city. Excuse me. I need an email address so I can send a legal demand letter. I would love to. I don't think that they're going to be particularly happy to see me going in the office, but yeah, I would. Can you escort me in?
Who are you?
I'm Don. There's no need in even. So, August 25th, I was kidnapped and brought here. I was booked in here on no charges. I don't know what y'all's booking procedure is, but I can tell you that every place, this is the first jail I've ever seen that would book somebody without charges. I was tortured when I was brought in here. The handcuffs were cinched down so tight I could feel my bones grinding, and they lifted me up by the chain of the handcuffs and toted me into booking. I don't know if you know how painful that is, but that is another level of torture.
How long ago was that?
That was August 25th. That was 3 weeks ago. And now I need to serve a legal demand letter on this jail. It needs to be, honestly. All right. Yeah, of course, Bob. Absolutely. I'm not even really going to play any more music, I don't think. Huh? Surely somebody can give me an email address so I can go ahead and send this in and I can still come back Monday. If I'm still in the area. Somebody's got an email address here. Somebody's got an email address. Y'all communicate via email. Somebody's got an email address. Y'all communicate via email. I know I was born, but I was not born yesterday. This is a bunch of tyrants. Tyrants beware. What's going on? Hey, Josephine, thank God you're finally receiving the notifications. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I need an email address. You know, the sooner y'all just simply comply, I'm gonna say it the same way y'all say it as far as booking. If you just simply complied, this would go over a lot easier, a lot quicker. I just need a little compliance. That's all it takes. But the longer y'all want to dick around and not comply, the longer I'm gonna be out here fucking with you. We got a tyrant right here. Tyrant alert, tyrant alert. I believe that's Olivier. That's the son of a bitch that fucking kidnapped me. No, it's not Olivier. I thought that was Olivier, but it's not. Yeah, you sure can. I'd like an email address. I'm gonna say it just like y'all say it in booking. Okay. I mean, the longer that you drag this out, the longer I stay here. I need an email address to send a legal demand letter. And then I'll bring a paper copy up here Monday, but I want to send the legal demand letter. Okay, but I want to get it in somebody's hands tonight.
You're not going to get it in anybody's hands tonight, sir.
I think I will, or I'll be out here. I mean, like you said, or like y'all said, or like y'all love to say, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. It's up to you. I'm not playing this tyrant bullshit. Y'all tortured me. You booked me into jail on no charge. I have every reason to be fucking pissed. Hey, you got a handicap pass? You got a handicap pass for that vehicle?
We have an individual walking around with a camera.
Oh, yeah, the camera on mass destruction. Shut up, Delani. Oh, wow, you can see? On a public sidewalk. Tell him I'm on a public sidewalk. Tell him I'm on a public sidewalk, Delani. Tell him I'm on a fucking public sidewalk. Snitch. Well, I guess we're about to have some contact. Because of a snitch calling about a guy with a camera on a public sidewalk. Redressing his grievances with his government. Cry me a fucking river, pansy. Let's see who draws the short straw and gets sent out here. It should have been your ass.
This is instructing you right now to stay off the sheriff's office property.
I'm on a fucking public sidewalk.
Being warned right now.
Yeah, I'm on a public sidewalk. Your fucking bullshit ass directives don't mean shit to me.
Yeah, because you're on the sidewalk now.
You're dismissed, motherfucker. Okay, right here, sidewalk. Right here, sidewalk, dumbass. Hey, right here's a sidewalk, dumbass. It's the only place I've been. Idiot. You're dismissed. Take your fucking ass inside. Oh, did you draw the short straw? Did you draw the short straw tonight? I know. I should have brought the gloves with me. I should have known that I would need the gloves. Hey, y'all brought this shit on yourselves. Hey, when you're upset about it, thank yourselves. Y'all created this monster. Up, we got the popo. Two of them. So you drew the short straw tonight, huh? All right. So let me let me go ahead. I know y'all are going to want to know what's going on. These sons of bitches kidnapped me. They tortured me. I was August 25th. I was booked into jail on no charge. You cannot. Due process requires that in order to take a free man and lock him in a cage, there must be charges. They locked me up regardless on a hold for the U.S. Marshals because the U.S. Marshals violated my rights and broke my camera gear over me back in Lafayette and then just told them to hold me overnight. And that's what they did. But to make matters even worse, when we got here to the jail at nighttime, when Deputy Olivier brought me here, and I warned him this was kidnapping, I wasn't going to participate in my own kidnapping. They had the handcuffs cinched down so tight on my wrist I could feel my bones grinding, and they literally lifted me up by the chain of the handcuffs and toted me inside. That's torture. I don't know if you know how bad that hurts, okay? I didn't think waterboarding was so bad. You know, just the sound of it, that's probably worse than waterboarding, to be lifted up and carried by your handcuff. So all I'm wanting, and like I keep telling them, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. All it takes is a little bit of compliance. I need an email address to send a legal demand letter to, because the traffic, I got here a little late and I couldn't get it printed off. It was kind of a last minute thing because I didn't realize that my attorney was not going to file for this particular stuff because it's part of a civil matter. I need an email address because I want to send this stuff out. Look, this guy needs to go back to eating some fucking Twinkies or something. I don't know what his deal is. I want an email address so I can send my legal demand letter. Yeah. And then I'm going to bring a physical copy by at the beginning of next week. But it's important to me to make sure that this digital copy gets into the hands of somebody today so that it officially puts the hold on this evidence.
So the thing is, and I'm trying to help you out. On Fridays, it's like a half day. So
I know that's ridiculous.
Monday would have been a better day, but I'm gonna try to get you a email address so you can send it.
Yeah, because you know what? If they would just simply comply, I could have done my thing and been out of here. But now there's 4 freaking cops over here over me redressing my grievance after getting tortured and booked into jail with no charge. I know when I'm requesting. It's on the legal demand.
And then, like I said, he was on property when I got
But making threats, it's all on video. It's been live streamed. The whole thing's live streamed. That's a false report. He just made a false report to law enforcement. That is a false report he just made.
I'm with the city police, all right? The sheriff's office deputies give me a call.
I want him charged. That was a false report of a crime.
Well, I don't have any clue. Like I said, you said you have it on video. That's cool, but I don't know what.
Okay, but because he's a law enforcement officer, that means that you just take his word right away when I'm telling you that this whole thing is live streamed. He's saying I was on their property. I've been on a public sidewalk literally the entire time. So, but you're going to take his word because he's a he's a cocksucking damn.
The sheriff's deputy's coming. They said it was a disturbance, so we came to back her up.
A disturbance, my ass. I have a right to redress my grievances after everything that happened.
But she's not going to help you with what you need with the sheriff's office. We with the city.
I want that lying son of a bitch charged right there. No, I want him charged. I want him charged. He said that I threatened him and that I was on their property, and both of them are lies. In fact, like I said, the live stream is going, We the People News. Go there, and you can actually go back and actually watch it right now to see that he lied. That's a crime. He needs to be charged. This is We the People News. Yeah, this is the problem. Okay, bad cops they're the worst threat to a good law enforcement officer, if there is such a thing. A dirty, crooked cop like him that will lie and try to get y'all to take his back.
Like I said, I'm really
He's a corrupt piece of shit is what he is. I want him to go back to eating a box of Twinkies and freaking do something on his official time. He lied. He made a false report to law enforcement. I got this on video. Both of the things that he told them.
What's your name?
I'm not answering questions.
So listen, I'm very aware of what you're doing and what you're trying to do.
What is that?
Okay? You're trying to get us to act out of
No.
pocket or out of way.
Wrong.
Correct.
Wrong.
Okay.
Do you want to know the truth? No,
People like
wrong.
you. Stop talking.
No, you stop talking.
Okay.
You want to know the truth?
I don't.
Shut up.
And lawful reason to be
Shut up
here.
then.
Okay. You were on property
I was on a public sidewalk.
that you probably had a legal and lawful reason to be.
I was tortured by this jail and I was booked under no
making
charge.
threats.
I didn't make any threats.
So once you started making threats,
It's all on live
public
stream.
place,
This is what I'm talking about. Y'all listen to a lying sack of shit like him. Look at the live stream. The live stream, it's public. People are watching it. They saw.
I'm glad.
Okay, then don't take his word because he's a fuck.
But does it very much seem like you want to communicate with me? No,
Am I being detained?
you're not.
All right, have a good day.
You as well.
I'm not answering questions. I'm not having any kind of consensual contact. You don't want to hear the truth. You want to listen to lies, so fuck off. I'm not on the property over here. That right there is a public sidewalk. Nope, I'm sorry. That is a public sidewalk.
You were on where you were making threats as part of the jail.
Making threats? Okay, what are you going off of saying that I was making threats?
The deputy.
Okay,
Whose badge is probably a lot more than your live stream.
you know what? If you motherfuckers would do your job and actually look at the video, if y'all would look at it, you would see he's a lying sack of shit and you're a corrupt sack of shit.
Probably. Only on Tuesday.
Go fuck yourself. What is your name and badge number actually?
My name is Deputy Como, badge number 2221. Anything else?
2221. Name and badge number? 1044. Name and badge numbers? Vincent 67 and Rumble 141. So he told y'all the lies?
Told me.
No, he told them.
Told me.
He told them and it's on video. He told them and it's on video.
Me.
He told them and it's on video. Okay, he could have still.
Have a good day.
Fuck you.
Have a good day.
Fuck you.
How you family said hello. Have a good day.
Eat shit.
Baby.
Yeah, fucking dyke ass bitch. I'm not answering any more questions because
See the job?
Yeah, but y'all don't care about the truth. If you did, you would have. If you did, you would have shut her the fuck down.
But we don't work. This is the whole difference. We work for city. This is the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office is which runs the jail. We came to smack her up because they said it was a disturbance. I don't know. I just want to know what channel it was.
Like that. The World Patriot News.
No, I have Patriot News, but We the People News. I'll go ahead and tell you. Look, you know what? Hey, immerse yourself in the truth, okay? Because that's what I publish is I back it up by truth, and it's, you know, I'm sick and tired of this shit going on where, you know, it's do y'all realize that it's people like her and people like him that make y'all's job more dangerous?
But you got to think of this, sir. One thing that her and him has saved lives. If they're not out there, you know, we're not perfect, but they're doing a job to protect everybody.
All right, let me ask you this question real quickly, okay? Do you not think that when I expose tyrants, the bad cops, that I'm saving lives with the good officers? Do you not think that there's a chance that if it weren't for people like me exposing bad people like her and like him?
But you're taking 10 minutes of just seeing her for 10 minutes, and you don't know what she's done. She's done
It
great
doesn't-
things out there
It
and saved lives.
You know what? It doesn't matter. The second you turn your back and allow a crime to be committed, allow somebody's rights to be violated.
What rights of yours were violated?
I just told you.
No, you didn't.
When that deputy lied and said that I was on y'all's,
What rights were violated?
when that deputy,
What rights of yours were violated?
all right, let me swear an affidavit. And that way you can either take me to jail or take him.
What rights of yours were violated?
The fact that he commit,
What rights of yours
shut
were
the
violated?
fuck up. I'm trying to tell you. Shut the
Right.
fuck up.
What right?
Shut the
What
fuck
amendment?
up. I'm trying to tell you right now. So shut your fucking mouth.
What right? What amendment? I'm
It's
waiting.
it's called falsely reporting a crime.
He didn't report it. You did.
Bullshit. He fucking brought you over there and you even said that he told you that I was on y'all's property and that I was making threats.
You weren't
That's
arrested,
falsely
were you?
reporting a fucking crime.
You weren't arrested, were you?
It doesn't matter. He falsely reported a crime.
No, he didn't.
You know, go fuck yourself. I ain't got a damn thing to say to you fucking corrupt ass. I need to get a chat bot. I'm going to build a chat bot tonight. And I'm going to hook it up to the YouTube. And if you send a super chat, your message gets played loud for the tyrants to hear, for the world to hear. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a chat bot tonight. Probably the next live stream that I do, I'll have a chat bot on here. If I had the gloves, I'd put the gloves on, man. Wait, hold on. No, that's trash bags I got in my back pocket. Wait, what do I have here? No, that's a sock. I have another one. I want to go sit down on one of these benches over here and smoke this cigarette. I wish I was smoking a blunt. Y'all want to hear some music? And if they come back over here, I'll stop the music I got this static recording, so even if the music was playing, my static recording records without it playing. Let me see. Listen to this. I think this is pretty applicable at the moment. Let's see. Right here.
Bad actors in bright daylight, courtrooms dim the truth at night. Turn the scales to weapons, but the record still will fight. I carry files like land and set the corridors alight. If justice lost the map, then I become the satellite. Bad actors in bright daylight. 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 I dug through boxes. Labels written like ciphers in code, a name threaded through motions, every pathway in the load. Case notes whisper advocate, but the echoes don't align. When victim means the power for the words been redefined. According to my papers, and the dates that never lied, December bled to January while the truth was left to dry. I stood alone, proceeding raw with Constitution worn, while doors that should protect the hurt guarded those who sworn. Stories already flagged by cops as false and sworn reports. Yet counsel came federally blessed to bend and join in court. So wrote my time like ink and ash, like affidavits sing. If the shepherd feeds the wolves, what hope is left for spring? Bad actors in bright daylight, courtrooms dim the truth at night. Turn the scales to weapons, but the record still will fight. I carry files like land and set the corridors alight. If justice lost the map, then I become the satellite. Bad actors in bright daylight. 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 Pages mark the handoffs, family court to criminal plea. Two forms braided tight like rope around the neck of free. Co-counsel, choreography, petitions, time to sway. A dance of seal advantage while I scrape to see my day. According to the filings and the stamps beside the names, victim funds flow downstream where they shouldn't fuel the flames. If advocacy's mirror flips and point to who it shields, then every oath of office cracks and justice floods the fields. I watch the public purse become a private barricade and learn that rights aren't abstract words, that debts the state has made. So I charted every contact, every docket, every call, because sunlight isn't mercy, it's a summons to us all. Bad actors in bright daylight, courtrooms dim the truth at night. Turn the scales to weapons, but the record still will fight. I carry files like land and set the corridors alight. If justice lost the map, then I become the satellite. Bad actors in bright daylight. 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 September inked the bargain, no contest on the page. A quiet deal that kept the gears well oiled against my stage. But history keeps carbon copies, pressure setting clear. And patterns make a RICO map that prosecutors fear. So audit every grant and hour, follow every trail. That funds for victims dress the wolf, that ledger tells the tale. I'm naming names inside the rhyme, the way a docket names. Not verdicts from a chorus, but the claims my record frames. To Christie, hear the chorus, this is notice, not a curse. It's evidence in meter, built from memos, not from hearse. And when my daughters ask me how the truth outlived the spin, I'll show them how a file-marked heart keeps beating from within. Bad actors in bright daylight, courtrooms dim the truth at night. Turn the scales to weapons, but the record still will fight. I carry files like land and set the corridors alight. If justice lost the map, then I'll become the satellite. Bad actors in bright daylight. 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 These verses state my allegations and opinion, grounded in my case records and filings. Let the audit.
All right, let me check these comments. I don't think you can see our messages. Yeah, I had a clean pair of socks earlier that I put in my back pocket. I'm wearing shoes without socks right now. I like to wear flip-flops. And I'm actually wearing closed-toe shoes. Let's see. So I'm on StreamYard. That's what it is. Hey, look, well, actually, I don't know if I can do that or not. Let me see if I can. Let me see if it'll let me upload this latest thing. This latest release that's going to be going out later tonight. Let's see. It's loading it, loading it, loading it. Give me a second. It's got to download it off of my iCloud. See, as you can see, even when a crime is committed, when it's a guy with a camera, it doesn't matter. The guy with the camera is the biggest threat. That's how it always is. They'll take lies and refuse to look at the evidence. The evidence couldn't be clear. I was never on their property. I was on public sidewalk the entire time. I never threatened anybody. I redressed my grievances, and I certainly have grievances to redress. When you're kidnapped and when you're tortured, and they expect you to stay silent, which is clearly what this inference is, then we as citizens have a duty to resist and to be vocal. And there's a third, which is also to band together. Band together such as making phone calls. Band together such as concern people in the community if you have a way of joining up. My phone overheated. What an awesome time for that to happen. So I immediately got up off of the bench and took off walking to a more shaded spot. Ever since I was attacked by, well, it was by a state trooper outside of the governor's mansion in Mississippi. When he punched my gear, well, I blocked it. He then stepped on my cell phone, on my iPhone, and really ever since then, this phone has been overheating fairly easily. Let me see. Turn this around. Let me see if I can upload this video again. I'm going to walk back towards the shade while it's doing this, just so it doesn't try to overheat itself. I need new gear, folks. The U.S. Marshals destroyed my 4K camera. They kept my other cell phone. I've not gotten that back. And having one device puts me at a extreme disadvantage. I've donated my work, my album, because I believe that the truth and transparency is of utmost importance. All right, so it's I can't see anything on the screen right now because it's finishing downloading this video off my iCloud to try to put on here. It's halfway through. Hey, those on here, if you're trying to get in touch with me outside of this live stream, send me an email to news@wtpnews.org. News@wtpnews.org. WTP, of course, stands for We the People. Almost there. Almost there. And then it's got to go through its processing time, but I'll at least be back on the where I can see the screen. After all that, it says it must be an MP4. I didn't realize it wasn't. Let me try this. Add file for library. Let's see what this 6-minute one does. I think they're all MOV files, if I'm not mistaken. But I will put on episode 1 of the Rico tapes. Yep. Same thing for that one. Photos. Upload. Too long. 10 minutes is the maximum length for clips. Son of a bitch. Look, They ain't got nothing better to do. They're not going to help me, that's for sure. So much for my, trying to go on a streak of not using as much profanity. Kind of blew that out of the water over here. Made that a non-starter. I'm not profane. It's not profanity, it's vulgarity. One man's vulgarity is another man's lyric. Hey! 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 There you go. How you like that? Oh yeah, I've definitely got a story. Well, I mean, this is an iPhone that I have on this gimbal. You got to start somewhere. I think we need to hold Happy National Fuck the St. Martin Parish Day. That's what we need to do. I need to go get some signs and stay out here. And I've already held National Fuck the Governor Day. I've held National Fuck the U.S. Marshals Day. In November, there will be National Fuck the Police Day. But I think right now, in the more short-coming future, there needs to be National Fuck the St. Martin Parish Day. Happy Fuck the St. Martin Parish Day. This is my 4th gimbal this year, folks. So I bought the first one in, I think, February or March. I insured it because I can be pretty rough on these things at times, not even meaning to. Paid $9, I think it was, for up to 2 free replacements over the year. And I think a couple of months later, I spilled Dr. Pepper on it at a gas station. Stopped working right. So I did an insurance claim. Got another one in. Which was the one that I sent off for this one, actually. That one, I guess I got a little carried away with. On August 25th, when the U.S. Marshals attacked me and kidnapped me and everything else that came about, I had actually gone and bought the brand new DJI Mobile 7. I had put my phone on it for National Fuck the U.S. Marshals Day. I wanted to get some good video because my other one was broken and I hadn't replaced it yet. And I had that gimbal maybe an hour and a half when Marshal Hayden Newsom decided he was going to break my camera gear over me to include the gimbal. And they've decided to hold on to my gimbal like it's some type of evidence. Nothing is saved on a gimbal. It simply holds a cell phone steady. They're trying to impede my work as a journalist, an investigative journalist, and a activist that holds them accountable. And so now I just got my replacement. DJI 6 came in today. I hope that it lasts longer than a month or two. What I'm about to play right here this is my story of public corruption over the last 8 years in chronological order. The song is called Unbroken. It's the second track on the Bad Actors album, the Bad Actors 1 album.
They broke the chains, but I walked out free. Every scar they carved just empowered me. 2017, Lafayette's chokehold grip. Sheriff's badge turned to a power trip. Mississippi flag in my righteous hand. Public sidewalk where free citizens stand. Timmy Pruitt rolled up with manufactured rage. No permit, lies wrapped me in a cage. Asked for his badge number. exercise my right. They cuffed me up in broad Mississippi daylight. Video went viral, whole county shook. They fired back with a felony book. False stalking charge, legal masquerade. All to indemnify the mess they made. 2018, November's bitter frost. Lizzie Crowder, weaponized what mattered most. Filed false rape, turned love to a courtroom game. 2 years grinding through manufactured shame. 2020, she played out, escaped the cell. Paid her fine while my world went to hell. Support for Lydia, suddenly flipped and betrayed. 4 years lost, no father-daughter serenade. No bedtime stories, no calls relayed. Just silence where our laughter used to cascade. December 2021, the storm returned. Alcorns ripped while Lafayette bridges burned. Joey East crew snatched me ice cold. No evaluation, no facts, no lawful hold. Tupelo's walls, padded bed confinement. North Miss meds clouding my mental alignment. February 22, they came once more. Alcorns fabrications walked through the door. Newborn son in the ER sacred light. They cuffed me up, stole that holy night. 7 days in solitary's concrete cave. Then East Miss Pharmaceuticals to enslave. June 2022, walked through the hall. Oxford City standing dignified and tall. Camera rolling, made a clerk request. Public records, constitutional quest. But they twisted it, spun their narrative line. Mayor claimed fear to blur the constitutional line. Dusted off that restraining order from 17. Weaponized fresh for a felony scene. Charged with stalking for walking through City Hall. For asking questions, for standing up tall. October 22, I fought the machine again. Marched the FBI, laid truth before federal men. Oxford office, evidence carefully laid. But Beavers and Kilpatrick sharpened their blade. November 1st, revoked my parole. November 3rd, they swallowed me whole. Kilpatrick campaign, riding on my back. Used my persecution to advance a political track. Prison walls, months carved in stone. Paid the price, stood defiant alone. August 23, Galveston, suffocating heat. Journalist on assignment, working the street. Allstein's traffic stop, perfectly staged night. False default, we had charged, no sobriety test in sight. 11 months buried, holding my breath. Extradited back to face judicial death. July 24, kangaroo court show. 2-year sentence with zero proof to show. But January 25, post-conviction win. January 22nd, I walk free again.
Here
February
comes the
1st,
rain.
Utah's deceptive call. Latent ground, but predatory eyes on all. Sesams reached across state lines, spinning webs with defamatory signs. Rich and spread poison wide. Boring 39 names caught in their slanderous tide. Orrington blocked. Grammar's light, Layton City officials dimmed constitutional sight. March 28th, I dialed that phone. City Hall reception, cold as stone. March 31st, face federal walls. Salt Lake City, where justice calls. They demanded ID, background inspection. I said no. Constitutional protection took my place. Circled my car, still went live, raised awareness far. But the cruelest wound that still remains. Crowder's war, these invisible chains. Lydia's voice, 4 years stolen away. No good night hugs, no Father's Day. Mother and daughter separated by lies. While I break through these core-constructed skies. Filed lawsuits, aligned the names. Sesams, McCutcheon, their corruption games. Arrington Shield, Layton's wall. Oxford's influence, span.
Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due.
Lies and corruption, they thought they'd control. But justice is burning, exposing their soul. They built this on deceit, but their cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Down in Galveston, it started that night. Osteen and Doretti turned wrong into right. Said I was drunk, claimed the smell in the air, but no alcohol touched me, their proof wasn't there. They locked me up 11 months in a cell. Fabricated charges, a personal hell. They twisted the law, made me a pawn, but their conspiracies unravel and it won't last long. A growing plot, their power abused, but I'm breaking the chains, their lies are diffused. The truth's on my side and it's ready to speak. Exposing their game, bringing justice to the weak. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due. Lies and corruption, corruption they thought they controlled. But justice is burning, exposing their soul. They built this on deceit, but the cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Extradited from Galveston back to Lafayette. 2 weeks before trial, the lies were set. Then Ben Creekmore played his false hand, fictitious evidence in his corrupt plan. Judge Tolleson fell for the charade they showed. 2 years in prison, down a dark road. Austin hit the stand, swore oath after oath, but his lies cracked under the weight of my growth. July 18th, they thought they'd won, but justice don't sleep, the truth has begun. Their house of cards is shaking, ready to fall. I'm standing tall, calling out them all. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody
I'm on a
would
public
care.
fucking
A
sidewalk.
conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The
You can't do a
system's
thing
working
about
out
it.
to pay their dues.
Fuck you.
Lies and corruption they thought they control.
Eat my
Sentence
dick.
vacated, exposing their soul. They built it on deceit, but the cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Candy Beavers, Ruby James play the dirty part. Conspired with Galveston to tear me apart. Jeff Busby sent false statements to the district attorney, and when the heat came down, it was so concerning. A snake in the grass hiding behind his crew, but the truth reveals everything they do. Their lies run deep, but justice
I can
runs
say
deeper,
whatever
each
the
betrayal
fuck I want,
exposed.
and
The
you
crimes
can't do
getting
anything
steeper.
about
They thought
it.
they'd silence me, bury my voice, but now it's my time, and I've made
Fuck
my choice
the
to shine a light, make
police.
sure these criminals pay. Justice is coming, and it's here to stay. I lost it all, but I've still got the fight. Damn right, the truth's a weapon cutting through the night. The sentence declared unlawful, the order vacated. I'm vindicated, liberated, and of course I'm elated. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth.
Y'all know how evil those
The
people are in there?
system's
I'm out here
cracking
for a
down,
legitimate
lies and corruption
On
they thought
August
they controlled.
25th,
Sentence vacated, exposing their soul. They built it on deceit, but the
I was
cover is
viciously
blown.
attacked
Now
by
the guilty
U.S.
must
Marshals.
answer for the seeds they've sown.
arrested, kidnapped. They booked me into the St. Martin Parish jail with no charge. You can't take a free man and book him into jail on no charge. They actually had it as a hold for U.S. Marshals, but it gets a lot worse than that. Because when they brought me into the Sally Port, I wasn't going to participate in my own kidnapping. They had the cuffs wrenched down so tight I could feel my bones grinding in my wrist, and they lifted me up by the chain of the handcuffs and carried me in to booking by the chain of the handcuffs. Tortured me. These people need to be held accountable. You don't do that to a free man and just get away with it. And definitely not a Marine Corps veteran. Hell yeah. There you go, Blue Line. That's what I'm talking about. See, these are ways that we can come together. If we can't physically, we make phone calls or we do like what you're doing. Absolutely. I would sure love a physical presence to join me, though. You know, some other activists, auditors. I think there needs to be a mass audit outside of the St. Martin Parish Jail. Who's coming with me? Yes, you really did. That was a tyrant. I exposed some tyrants today. Like the fat ass that's in there. Can't even hardly, he's waddling. One that lied, said that I threatened him and I was on their property. If I wasn't holding this gimbal, I'd have another one for you. Well, it looks like the rain's about to cancel us out, folks. Looks like the rain is about to cancel us out. I know I got some new followers today, if nothing else, some new subscribers. More law enforcement following the We the People News channel. I know y'all can't see it, but the rain is starting to pick up more and more and more. And I'm not trying to cause any harm to this new gimbal before I have to. So ready to upgrade and get the one that actually holds a legitimate freaking like movie camera, or like the one that's not that holds not a cell phone. I think it's called the Ronin, the DJI Ronin. Fuck the police! I will, Josephine. Well, God willing. God willing. Let's see. And I think you put some other link in there, Gloria. That link's not connected to my link tree. Somebody else's link in there. Yeah, go ahead and delete that comment and repost it, please, if you don't mind. Yeah, this is my 4th gimbal of the year. Oh shit, it's really starting to pick up now. Oh shit. Hey, if anybody wants to donate me some travel money, we'll go to LSU tonight. We'll go to Baton Rouge. I need about $50 of travel money, and we'll go to LSU to Baton Rouge tonight. Whew. Hey, y'all want to see, actually, you know what? Here, I've got my laptop. I can get on my StreamYards right now and I can play that, what I'm putting out on YouTube, give you a little sneak peek of it. Let me plug this power cord in. So I guess you could say I have an endorsement by the chief of police for Iowa, Louisiana, who stands behind what I'm doing with the Rico tapes. And we have a very interesting conversation about the Rico tapes. There we go. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure my hotspot is on. Hotspot. All right. Okay, connect. There it is. Boom. Boom. Let me, hey, y'all stay on here. I got to switch over to the photo screen real quickly and share this. Actually, maybe I don't. I can do it this way without having to jump screens and probably do it faster. I can hardline it. Let's see. There we go. That one, export. Okay. All right, got it. All right, I'm about to play it now. Let's see. StreamYard.
People that I really don't like what they did, I still treat them
But yeah, no, that's another reason why I do what I do is, like y'all. That's another reason why I do what I do is, like y'all, swearing an oath to the Constitution. Even though I'm out of the Marine Corps, I swore a lifelong oath to protect and defend the Constitution, and that oath never expires.
Once a Marine, always. I'm a Christian and I love everybody, and I want everybody to be treated equally. I assure you.
Yes, sir.
Even people that I really don't like what they did, I
Right.
still believe in treating them. They're human beings.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm a Christian. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. That's another
Thank you
reason
for your
why
service. I'm
that's-
an Army vet.
Okay.
Yes.
It's Hula, right? Over in
Good.
Hula.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's another reason why I do what I do is, like y'all, swearing an oath to the Constitution. Even though I'm out of the Marine Corps, I swore a lifelong oath to protect and defend the Constitution, and that oath never expires.
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Once a
Right?
Marine, always a Marine. In fact, I actually just released. It's on Spotify now. I got a new podcast called The Rico Tapes, and the first episode just came out. And
Well, you have a card? I might check it out.
I don't have any cards. I need to get some cards. But I'll go ahead
Here's
and
my
tell you-
card.
Yeah.
You can email me at one. Your
I'll go ahead and tell you, We the People News is. I'm with We the People News. The We the People News is my baby, and
write it down. I might be able to dig it up.
but this the Rico Tapes. Back in, I entered the Marine Corps in December.
What's your name? I'm sorry.
I go by Don. Everybody calls me Don.
That's good.
Yeah,
I just was trying to make sure I get the right source if I research.
Absolutely.
That's all.
So yeah, it's as far as the Rico Tapes, the first episode, I in 2008, May 2008, I witnessed a gruesome suicide. I was in combat training, and the guy put the M16 in his mouth, put it on 3-round burst, and pulled the trigger. The Marine Corps covered that up. And I appreciate it. It's interesting.
That can set off some PTSD tendencies
It did.
when you're exposed to that kind of stuff. We're exposed to a lot of bad stuff. Vets are too, and I was a psychiatric specialist in the Army. I worked on the psych ward with that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it did.
It's terrible.
It's certainly.
terrible.
I took to self-medicating using alcohol while I was in, and the Marine Corps, what they did is when that suicide happened, they labeled it as a training accident. All the obituaries online showed that Lance Corporal Bradley Faust died of a training accident. And so I was self-medicating using alcohol. They discharged me a year prior to my discharge date for alcohol rehabilitation failure. They looked at that as like a misconduct, but they didn't look at it like what it really was, which is a bandage for the PTSD that I experienced.
That's your coping. One of your coping.
And
Exactly.
thank God I haven't touched alcohol since 2018.
But I commend you for that.
That's
terrible.
It's terrible, and they so all of this. I see that as basically a catalyst. They in doing that they rewrote reality. The Marine Corps rewrote reality into the record by saying it was a training accident, because I kept trying to say that I witnessed a suicide. The suicide never existed in the record because they rewrote it as a training accident.
His family to investigate that.
I have reached out to his.
You'd have the family to stir it up.
I've reached out to his family.
Make that request.
I've reached out to his family. I did a FOIA request into the Marine Corps in 2017, and I actually got the proof that to change operating procedures that month, 2008, to disallow live ammunition on Armory Watch. And then I got the guy's name and all that through FOIA requests. And then the system clamped down on me. It was so, I've had some of the worst public corruption that has been aimed at me going back to 2017.
I would strongly encourage you to get in contact with that family and give them that information.
I am.
You really, really need to do that. That's wrong.
Mhm.
That is totally wrong.
And if it's in these obituaries as a training accident, I know that his family had to have been fed the same information. And it's a touchy area because, you know, obviously the son died in 2008. They've gotten past the grief. I'm about to have to open the grief back up into the family, you know, but it has to happen. I feel like,
You know, my brother was shot and killed in the line of duty. I have two young brothers that are Louisiana State Troopers, and we reopen the grief with the trial every time. You know, victims need rights.
they do.
And I'm a big proponent of victims.
Yeah,
Seriously. And our justice system needs to seek justice on that.
It does.
This sounds very similar.
yes, sir.
You need to be a proponent and an activist for victims.
That's what I am. That's what I try to do.
It's all about the victims.
and
man.
it's
always about, it should be about the victims. if
Yes.
they're wrong.
absolutely,
And I
absolutely.
commend you for that.
It takes a lot of guts to blow, because
It does.
it ultimately made me a whistleblower, and coming out with this, with the RICO
Right.
tapes, and it's,
Well, you got protection. The laws on whistleblowing now are really, really good.
Mhm.
You have way more protection. They can't do what they used to do, and that's a good thing.
exactly. So I want to give you, and I need to put this on my website, on the We the People News website. Let me give you this website address so you can listen to that. It's a 15-minute, like the
Give it to me.
So-
I'm going to get it right here.
RICOtapes.online, RICOTAPES.online, and it's got the first episode on there.
I will check it out.
And yeah,
Semper Fi, even though I'm a soldier, man.
Semper Fi,
Been a
yes,
pleasure
sir.
to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you
And
too.
thank you so much for your service.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, sir.
And if you need anything from us, we're here to help.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have
Hey,
a
it's
blessed
great
day,
meeting you.
my
Thank you,
brother.
sir. May 2008. The name Camp Devil Dog might sound like something out of a war movie, but to us, it was just another Marine Corps training base, an isolated post where the days blended into one another, and air carried the smell of sweat, dust, and gun oil, and the rules were as much a part of life as breathing. On that particular night, I was assigned to a roving post. Roving meant motion. You moved through your assigned area in regular intervals, stopping at checkpoints, scanning for anything out of place. In training environments, the most dangerous thing you usually encountered was boredom. But boredom wasn't on the schedule that night. The Marine assigned to us Armory Watch was Lance Corporal Bradley Faust. He wasn't particularly outspoken. Not someone you'd pick out in a crowd. But not invisible either.
Sorry about that. It would appear that I lost service for a second. Let me do this. Let me refresh. God, I've been writing so much code. Hold on, let me lay out. I've been writing so much code on my computer, designing new apps. It is so bogged down. Shit. And it's a fast computer too. I swear, whenever the Marshalls settlement comes in, I'm going to build a $20,000 computer, liquid cooled. Shit. All right, so I'm probably just going to have to put that on YouTube and just premiere it because I don't know if I'm going to be able to recover this. It's screaming at me. So yeah, I mean, me and the chief yesterday had a critical discussion about the night before, the contact that I made with his officers, and um, and he ended up understanding, I think, especially once he sees the video, um, just the totality of the situation. But I've got one of my I guess you could say, call it a sixth sense, but I have a way of reading somebody, like I can pick up a read on somebody like that. And he was 100% genuine on, I know for a fact that he was 100% genuine and that he supports 100% with, what I'm doing with the Rico tapes and with my, coming forward with my story. That I can tell you. And, that was a great moment because it shows that we may be on two different sides of the fence on something. Obviously I have a lot of times not very good interaction with law enforcement. I mean, look at this live stream today. And but that for matters of, good versus evil, you know, we can basically, merge in the middle in agreement that what the Marine Corps did was wrong. What I'm doing about it is right.
and the steps that I'm taking and going about it are righteous. So, I walked out of that meeting. Particularly after I got to mixing everything up, like to actually producing the video down, and re-listening to everything. He Chief Vincent really did a great job at making the city of Iowa, Louisiana look a lot better than what Iowa, Louisiana looked before, after the night before. I mean, it's I think that it certainly went a long ways to moving things in the right direction. So I'm gonna my laptop is not charging. It just died. I've gotta just let it charge up. Once it's charged up, it can basically hold its charge with a trickle charge on it. But when it's like dead like that, it's that's why it cut out like that. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna download the hard copy, the static copy off of StreamYards, and I'm gonna upload it because I'm sure it's a lot better quality than what y'all have seen online. If I can get $50 in donations, we'll go to Baton Rouge. We'll go to LSU and turn it into a really just do some grassroots activism. Talk about the things that have happened. Really just bring truth to light in front of a large group of people, because that's what's needed. Is it's all a numbers game. I've got to resurrect this channel from the dead. I don't know what happened to We the People News. I don't know what happened to Patriot News activism. I don't know why the numbers suck the way that they do. But I've got to resurrect the channel. And but there's an extent that I'm willing to go on. I'm already cutting my own throat on everything. I'll get over to the college towns. I'm going to do a college tour. But y'all want to get me there quicker, throw a few bucks, whatever, into the travel fund. We'll make it happen. All right, y'all, take care.
Operation Silence the Press.
So you're tuning in live for National Fuck the U.S. Marshals Day. We the People News.
Kidnapped quick, no warmer, no case. Camera smashed out, tripod in my face. First Amendment written, they erased, but the court said Cohen already placed. Hey! Operation Silence the Press, they plotted against, but the truth don't rest. It beats in my chest from Cohen and Cali to Lafayette stress. Rights don't vanish cause the marshals press. Broke my gear, trying to kill my breath. Shackle me cold, start me near death, but the voice survives and I stand confessed. I expose what they fear. Silence the press. August 25th, courthouse stone. Sign in my hands, I stood alone. Words from the past, Cohen's tone. Fuck the marshals, carved in bone. Hated news and badge with a snarl. Threatened my cam, said seize it all. I stepped back slow, obeyed the call. Then he lunge slam hard, I fall. Tripod cracked, my gimbal broke. Camera crushed and the government choked. First Amendment, bled in the smoke, but the record stands. I spoke. Operation Silence the Press, they plotted, they guessed, but the truth don't rest. It beats in my chest from Cohen and Cali to Lafayette stress. Rights don't vanish cause of Marshall's press. Broke my gear, try to kill my breath. Shackle me cold, start me near death, but the voice survives and I stand confessed. I expose what they fear. Silence the press. Dragged to a cell, chest punched tight, couldn't breathe deep, heart raced all night, knock his arm back just to fight for air. Now he screams assault while I'm gasping air. I'll take slow, no sirens near, paramedics mock, no mercy here. Hospital cold, the truth unclear, delay in the jail, they jeered. Passed to Olivier, cuff cut bone. I asked what's the charge, he had none shown, just a hole for the feds. My rights dethroned, that's kidnapping law in a danger zone. 40 pages black, lies in disguise. I forget, hit the ski, but the scars don't lie. Laugh all you want, but the tape don't die. Operation failed, truth multiplies. Jailhouse freezing, blanket torn, no food served, constitution scorned, wrist bones twisted, pain reborn, but the fight lit brighter in the darkest storm. This ain't 30 days, this is principle strong. 54 years, the court said wrong. One man's lyric, another man's song, and I spit that truth in a world gone wrong. Cross they plots, they stitch and weave. Oxford to Galveston, tricks deceive, but you can't erase what the people believe. The first don't fade when the lions grieve. Operation Silence the Press, they plotted, they guessed, but the truth don't rest. It beats in my chest from Cohen and Cali to Lafayette stress. Rights don't vanish cause of Marshall's press. Broke my gear, tried to kill my breath. Shackle me cold, start me near death, but the voice survives and I stand confessed. I expose what they fear. Silence the press.
Operation Silence the Press.